The last signal. The galaxy had a rule: never challenge humanity. Unfortunately, the rule was written after the war. For thousands of years, the mighty Xelorian Empire ruled hundreds of star systems. Their fleets were unmatched, their technology centuries ahead of every known civilization, and their leaders believed they were destined to control the stars forever. Then they discovered Earth. At first, humanity seemed insignificant. Their ships were slow. Their colonies were few. Their government was divided into dozens of nations. The Xelorians left. Conquer them, the Emperor ordered. The first invasion fleet arrived in Earth's orbit expecting surrender. Instead, humanity sent a message. We prefer peace, but we will defend our home. The Xelorians attacked. The war lasted 3 days. Not because humanity won quickly, because humanity refused to lose. When orbital defenses were destroyed, civilians became engineers. When factories were bombed, new factories were built underground. When cities fell, resistance fighters emerged from every street and mountain. The Xelorians had never seen a species fight like this. Most civilizations surrendered when defeat became certain. Humans became more dangerous. A month later, the Xelorian fleet captured Mars. Humanity counterattacked. A year later, they retook Mars. 2 years later, they liberated every occupied colony. 5 years later, they invaded Xelorian territory. The galaxy watched in shock. Human ships were still technologically inferior, but they possessed something no scanner could measure: determination. Human crews would spend months repairing damaged vessels that other species would scrap. Human scientists solved impossible problems simply because someone told them it could not be done. Human soldiers crossed battlefields knowing the odds and advancing anyway. The war reached its final stage at the Xelorian capital. The Emperor sent one last message. Why do you keep fighting? You cannot possibly enjoy war. The human commander replied, we don't fight because we enjoy war. We fight because we protect each other. The Xelorian fleet was defeated. The Empire surrendered. For the first time in its history, the mighty Xelorian Empire fell. Centuries passed. Humanity helped rebuild the worlds damaged by the conflict. Former enemies became allies. Trade routes connected thousands of star systems. One day, a young alien student visited a galactic museum. There, preserved behind crystal glass, was a battered human radio transmitter recovered from the war. What is special about it? The student asked. The guide smiled. It sent the most famous message in galactic history. The guide activated the recording. Static filled the room. Then a tired human voice spoke. We are outnumbered. We are surrounded. We are exhausted. The student listened carefully. But, the guide nodded. The recording continued. But Earth is still here. Humanity is still here. Therefore, the fight is not over. The room fell silent. The student looked at the ancient transmitter. Did they really believe they could win? The guide laughed softly. No, that's the remarkable part. What? They believed quitting was not an option. And that, throughout the galaxy, became the definition of humanity.